So here I am in Pennington Gap, Virginia, which is just over the hill from Harlan. And I wanted to show you this little place. It is right behind Food City and the Mexican restaurant El Centurino. And this nice little walk leads over to Leeman Field, which when you get over there you can walk around it and then back. But it's so neat, very relaxing, especially like if you've had a rough day at work. I haven't had a rough day at work. Today was our in-service where I work, so it was kind of chillaxed kind of. But anyway, yeah, it's a nice little walk, and it's right by the river, and it's just a beautiful place. So let's go. I'm telling you, today was a perfect day to take a little walk like this because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's not raining. It's just perfect. And this is a perfect little spot to do it in Pennington Gap, Virginia. And on this trail, Leeman Field Disc Golf Course. Yeah, so you can play. And they got these little baskets. I've never played before, so I wouldn't know how. But yeah, it's awesome. And it's so beautiful. And the walk is, like I said, right next to the river. Very relaxing, very calm. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to zoom in. It's one of those, I guess it's a crane that sits in the river. It's huge. And I'm going to try to see if it will fly, because usually they do when they hear something or they see somebody. And it's just sitting there. So yesterday it was deer. Today it's crane. Yep. And it is just sitting perfectly still. I wouldn't have noticed it unless I was, specifically looking over at the river. Cool. There are benches ever so often, so you can sit down if you get tired. There are places like this where you can just go right down here to the river. Sometimes people are fishing. It's just a beautiful spot. Very relaxing to just, sit up here for a minute, watch the river, if you get tired. Here's a section where these vines are taking over. And some people say that that's so ugly. I don't know, I think it's just enchanting. It kind of looks like one of those enchanted forests to me, anyway. But I don't think it's ugly. I think it's beautiful. But let's continue on with our walk. So here we are at the spot where we're getting over into Leeman Field. You cross this little bridge, and you're over at Leeman Field. And my friend Samantha and I used to walk this all the time. And a lot of times you can see fish down here. Not so much today because the water is murky where it has been raining. But usually you can see them. I do see a turtle. It has itself perched on that rock. So I've seen a crane and a turtle today. Nice. Let's continue on with our walk. You know, when you take a little walk, you never know what kind of wildlife you're going to see. And here are some geese. Sometimes these things are not too happy. Sometimes they will, retaliate at your presence. But today, I don't see that happening, which is a good thing. But we're getting closer over here into Leeman Field. And the river has changed positions on us. It's now over here on my left. So we're over here at Leeman Field, and that's for baseball, softball, and over here is where they race four-wheelers. Those of you who know me, my dad passed 2 years ago, this past Saturday, August the 2nd, and he used to love to come over here and watch the four-wheeler races. He was all about that. He was all into that. And he's also walked this with me 100 times. But this is it. This is Leeman Field. And we walk around it, and then we go back the way we came. And look at this. So neat. These little old cars that look like maybe they were little fire trucks back in the day. Yeah, cute. And over there is a closer look at the four-wheeler racing place. And there's also a pool over here, and there's that big old stage. And right over there is where the ball drops on New Year's Eve. And a little bit closer inspection of the pool. This park is huge. Just a closer look at the pool. Here is the RV park, and as you can see, there are people camping over here. Air mattress, then it would be considered glamping. But anyway, yeah, RV park. Little bit better view of the RV park, and I think they've removed the chain link around the park in case, like you want to come over, you want to walk the trail. So they've removed all this chain link. And right here is where they have the rodeo. Yes, an actual rodeo. So this is 100% adorable. This is an apartment complex for gnomes and elves and fairies. And on the door right here it says, "There's no place like Gnome." So I'm back to the bridge, and I have spotted a little fish. I don't know if I can catch it on camera or not. I did also find out that they stock this river with trout. So if you want to come over and fish, yeah, trout fish. I can't get the camera to pick up on it, but there are fish. Just a little FYE, if you have ever watched the show Little House on the Prairie, then you've probably seen the episode where Laura and her dad are out in the woods, and he calls this kind of tree right here a schoolmarm tree. Over here in this field, I have seen a bear before. Haven't seen one today, but you never know. So we're nearing the end. It has been a lovely day, lovely evening for a nice walk, and it's mostly flat. There are a few inclines, but nothing drastic, just very light inclines. And I will see you over there at the end in just half a second. So here we are, back where we started. So yeah, if you get a chance to come over here, Pennington Gap, Virginia. Over here, you can enter either at Leeman Field or down here behind Food City. It's a great place to come visit. Take a walk.